Down years in football can be rough to navigate through, and the negative vibes can linger into the following year. Well, the Winnebago Indians are not letting that happen to them. Here's a look at the Indians in our two-a-day preview. The Indians won 2 games last season. They finished in 8th place in the Big Northern Conference. They had only 18 players on the varsity. The numbers are a little better this year, but the Indians will still be young. Still, they're ready to take the next step in building the program up and becoming competitive again.
You know, we are very aware of our last season, and we know that it's got to be a completely different shift of dynamics. I think we're a very capable and young group, and I think that the next few years are going to be very good for us.
The Indians are keeping the changes to a minimum this year. Better execution is what they need.
I just want to see us play better football, more fundamentally sound. We made too many mistakes last year.
Battling through a down season has its upside. It can be a character builder, a lesson in perseverance.
We got to coach better, they got to play better, but the lessons learned are going to be with you forever. And some of these guys are pretty battle tested, scarred, but looking for better results.
It was definitely a wake-up call. It kind of shifted our view on we just can't be mediocre anymore. We got to show up to practice. We got to work even harder in the off season.
Junior Caden Langhoff is back for his second season as Bago's starting quarterback.
Anytime you can, quarterback 9 games in the Big Northern as a sophomore, it should be beneficial. So I saw growth as the season went along.
Aspruth will be one of the Indians' other key players at tight end and linebacker. Senior Ashton Pratt will man tackle spots on both lines. Oberbreckling will be another key player in guard and nose guard. The running back position will be a mix of players. There won't be a feature back like we saw the last few years with Mitchell Cunningham and Supreme Muhammad.
We're kind of running back by committee this year. We have Jackson Gustafson at fullback along with A.J. Runblade. They've been splitting time. We've actually had 3 tailbacks back there, Cooper Larson and Braden Merriman and Aiden Bells.
On defense, in addition to Pratt and Oberbreckling on the lines and Aspruth at linebacker, Bago's other key players will include Langhoff at linebacker and Merriman at cornerback. A couple of key newcomers will be sophomore Nolan Hodgson at cornerback and receiver, and Carter Neal also at cornerback and receiver. Tonight at 9 and 10, I'll preview the Dakota Indians. We'll be right back.